Good evening. Very pleased to welcome Mr. Oscar Rivoli, Managing Director, Trading Enterprise at Futtaim. A very big night for Futtaim. We are at COP28. You've been a partner, the e-mobility partner of COP28. What's special about tonight?
Well, for us, I think as the Futtaim Group, and as you mentioned, we are the strategic mobility partner of COP28. But for us, very important that this evening we introduce from Volvo the all-new, all-electric EX30, which is a compact premium SUV. And it's the first time in this region that we're able to showcase the actual vehicle to the country and to the market.
Yeah. In terms of size, which segment are you targeting in this regard?
It is a compact SUV, and it is I would say, one of the first premium offerings in the compact SUV sports utility vehicle segment.
We're seeing basically Volvo going ahead with a full electric, basically the transformation by 2030. Futtaim is fully committed. You have other brands, but with Volvo as a premium car, you're pushing. What is your strategy in this regard? Electric vehicles versus the conventional cars. How do you foresee the market in the UAE? Some people are very eager to own, but the availability of the different models is not there, and some people are reluctant. You as basically managing director at Futtaim, how do you see and the sense of the market, and how can you cover, or are you planning to cover the different needs of the consumers for electric vehicles?
So I think firstly the market will grow in a measured manner. Futtaim and certainly the division that I look after, Trading Enterprise, but the bigger group as well, Futtaim Group, Futtaim Automotive, is an important and dominant player in the UAE market, and certainly across the many brands that we have. I mean, we have and consistently add in more and more products in terms of electric offerings. But not only, we have a pledge, we have a commitment as a group to by 2030 to deliver alternative fuel, alternative energy vehicles, 50% of all vehicles to be part of the new fuel energy vehicles. And not only, we also have as a commitment, as a pledge, to provide 10% of the charging network in the country to support the vehicles that we're bringing to market, and to drive and support the market's general direction in terms of moving towards a greener future.
What is next for Volvo in particular in the coming 6 months, let's say?
Well, in terms of firstly, today we've introduced the EX30 compact SUV. We start our deliveries at the very end of Q1, early Q2, and then later in the course of the year we will see the new EX90, which is the large SUV.
When would it be?
That will be towards the later part towards the very end of 2024, and from there onwards, I mean, we will see from Volvo all new products being all electric. I mean, Volvo has been very clear. Their intention is that by 2030 they will be an all electric brand, and a company that all products that we brought to market will be all electric, and we are very honored to be partnered with them in terms of having the possibility of introducing these all new electric products to the local market and the markets where we represent the Volvo brand.
In terms of charging, I mean, although there are many charging stations in the UAE, especially Dubai, some people have concerns, especially in the big towers, where some of the developers are reluctant to install. For villas, it's no problem. It's quite easier. That's where most of the EV owners live. But what about towers, especially for small cars, more affordable cars? So we'll see more people who can afford live in huge towers, but they have the charging stations. Their towers are not basically having the capacity for charging.
Look, I think an interesting survey that was done recently ranked the UAE in terms of its electric vehicle mobility readiness as being the 7th in the world. Let me repeat, the 7th in the world. So that is, and certainly ahead of maybe many of the other markets around the world. Exactly. The UAE is the country that has it's the fourth lowest or the least costly in terms of charging electric vehicles. So I think certainly the country is ready to provide the transition to all electric. Your question in terms of specific high-rise buildings and so forth, I think what we have started seeing is that the developers themselves are starting to take actions and the necessary measures to start introducing charging points within those buildings. And I have no doubt that as more and more vehicles become available in the market, that you will progressively see an increase in terms of upgrading the older buildings to accommodate these new buyers, basically.
We do know that Al Futtaim has some partnerships with, such as with Siemens.
Right.
What about Volvo? Are you planning to roll basically charging facilities?
So the partnership that you made reference to absolutely is available to our Volvo customers as well, where we provide a turnkey solution. So basically, we provide not only the vehicle itself, but also the ability to install the chargers at the customer's house, the customer's home, office, building, doing an assessment and providing a complete solution from the assessment of the site, installation of the charger, and provide the full solution to those customers.
And my last question is about privilege. Are you planning to offer privileges for people to own electric vehicles? We know that the government used to offer, especially in Dubai, some incentives in terms of parking, in terms of registration, salik. What about Al Futtaim? Are you planning to have any privileges, for example, in terms of financing, in terms of after-sale service, in terms of warranty?
So, firstly, in terms of, for example, in terms of financing, but not only, we provide a whole menu of ownership methods, whether it's financing, subscription, outright purchases. We are able to include, if required, the charging infrastructure. So we certainly are there and ready to support customers from that point of view. The other important point is to note that if you take the product that we introduced this evening, the EX30, even from a pricing point of view, premium, but nevertheless within reach of many young people, families who are thinking about an all-electric vehicle, and this evening we're able to provide them a premium offering at certainly a very competitive price.
Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.